Oh, you need help? Well, don't worry, because I have my handy dandy Swiss card. Hi guys, I'm John Garage, and today I'm going to be going over how you can turn your phone, which you have with you all the time, everywhere you go probably, you can turn that into a really nice little everyday carry EDC type thing, and you'll never be without the tools you need to get through your day. So first of all, this is just, your average phone. It doesn't really matter what kind of phone you have. Just like, the first part of your EDC, you always got a little flashlight on you. It might not be the best one, but it's a good one nonetheless. And then on the other side here, I have a pop socket wallet. And this thing is nice because you can pop it off, and then your phone will still work with wireless charging because it's not too thick once you pop that off. But with this, you can kind of put anything in here. It's just like a little sleeve that fits cards. You can probably put 5 or 6 different cards in here. I used to carry my cards in it, and I'd have like a small thing of cash in there too. Not great for coins or anything like that, but for anything, flat and of a certain length and width, it works great. And so I bought this for it. It's just this adhesive thing that you put on, and then this will slide onto it, and it's not going anywhere. I would though caution you to maybe not get a case that has a bunch of like ripples or just effects or textures on it. Get something that's pretty flat and it'll affix to it, and also try and get one that doesn't have like these crazy ridges that come up super high, because I've ran into issues with that and just ended up getting a pretty basic case for it. So finally it has a pop socket on it, so then you can do everything one-handed, and as I'm a big proponent of doing things one-handed, I love a pop socket. But now where are the tools, John Garage, you might ask? They're inside the wallet. And there are a few different types of these Swiss cards. There's the regular one, there's the light, which I have, and then there's one that's fully dedicated to nail care, which if you've looked at my nails, maybe I should have picked those up. Actually, no, they look pretty good. I've gotten compliments before on my cuticles many years ago, but so yeah, I don't know how they're doing anymore. But this thing is pretty handy, and I chose it over the regular one because what this is lacking that the regular original Swiss card has is this does not have a nail file, and it does not have a toothpick. And that's fine by me. I mean, the toothpick is probably the thing I would use the least. And what this has instead is several things. It has a little magnifying glass, so you can, inspect how your cuticles are doing anymore. It has, the typical little thing of tweezers. I almost called them pliers. What a fool I would have been. It has a small pin, which, I mean, you can use that for a lot of things, but you have to decide. And then it has not a pin, but a pen. A very small pen. But I mean, in a pinch, works pretty well. Going over to the other side, we have a small blade, which is still pretty sharp. Like, don't let it fool you. Don't get too comfortable with it, because like it will give you a cut if you're messing around with it. And then also has a small pair of scissors. These are probably the same size as the ones on like the 58 millimeter. Let me see. I actually have a small Swiss Army knife over here. Let's see. This is the Rambler. But I don't know. Actually, these might be a little... No. That's hard to tell. They're like very slightly bigger, the ones with the Swiss card. But, they're a little awkward, I think. you don't have much to grip onto, so but you know, they still get the job done in a pinch. Slide these back in here. I don't think I did that right. I mean, you can slide them in either way, but it goes in better one way more than the other. One of the last things is this has a flashlight. Very small one. It's probably like, oh, the level of moonlight. But it works, you know, if it's in the dark. If, let's say, you drop your phone under your bed or something, you can just reach down under there and grab your Swiss card out of it and then use this to find your phone. It also has a it's a little multi-bit type thing, so it has like a big wide 2D Phillips, has a smaller Phillips, has a small flat head, and then a fat head. Let's put that in there. Whoa, jump cut! Turns out I needed to clear out my memory card, but anyway, here we are. So, the next topic on the agenda, do I recommend you go out and get this Swiss card or something similar? Why not? If you don't want to carry anything else in your pockets, or you don't have, you know, something like this on your keychain, which I think you should, yeah, I think it's a great way to, you know, and as long as you carry a different wallet or something to put your cash and cards and everything in, I really do recommend it, because, like, honestly, you don't even know it's there, and really, you just slip it in there and it's ready to go when you need it. And for that, I think, honestly, it would kind of give you not everything you would ever need, but the types of things you'd probably run into on a day-to-day basis, as long as you're not, you know, living in the middle of the wood or something like that. I think the one thing it's kind of missing is, like, yeah, the file, which it would have on the original one, but then you wouldn't have the pen, and you wouldn't have, like, the little multi-bit square thingy, and you wouldn't have a magnifying glass or a light, and and a toothpick. I would gladly trade a file for all those cool things. So, yeah, it would be cool if somehow they could get pliers on it, but here's the next best thing. Don't go out and buy the Knipex water pump plier things for like $35. Get these, the Work Pro ones. They're probably just as good, and you're only paying like $13 for them. But no, there's not really a great way you can have these be part of your EDC phone kit, but there is something you can do. I've never seen a more perfect EDC kit in my life. Stay tuned for more reviews on cool little gadgets and gear and things I've picked up along the way as I grow older and age.